Welcome to The Real Deal with Suzanne and Sarah. This is episode number 34, and we are talking about how DIY landlords need a better system for all the things: bookkeeping, banking, tenant screening, you name it.
Hey friends, welcome back to the Real Deal podcast. This is part of the Suzanne and Sarah whole show. You can see us on YouTube, you can follow us on podcasts, but I'm Sarah.
And I'm Suzanne, and we are investor-minded real estate agents in Central Oregon, or wherever we happen to be working in the world and doing real estate from. And in this show, we're going to be talking about a DIY landlord tool that all of you, including us, need because it answers almost all the problems we have as DIY landlords. Bookkeeping, friends, do not keep your receipts in a shoebox, telling you from experience. Rent collection so that it's automated and you're not doing all these things in separate systems. Screening prospective tenants, and banking. It's all in one tool. It's great, but it's not an app folio. It's not kind of enterprise size. It's for all of us DIY landlords, and we're so excited to tell you about it.
Yeah, so I hope you're here to hear the candid take, because you're hearing it from people who have tried this before, succeeded, failed, all the things, and bringing it to you real. So we do it without the hype and just try and give it to you straight. So let's dive into why this topic matters for us right now. And in large part, it's because we just entered Q2. We're halfway through the year.
Q3, Sarah. Q3.
Q3. Big ahs happening over here because time flies when you're having fun, and tax season, it's almost time to do taxes again. And like Suzanne said, it is not the right method to be putting your receipts into a shoebox. And if you don't have a system, I hope you will at least start to have a system after you hear this podcast today, or at least consider it, because we, as real estate agents, and we carry people through this investment property buying process, and then we let go of them, and you're on your own. We try and do as much hand-holding as possible, but we try and bring you the information to help yourself. We are DIY landlords ourselves, and we also help foster relationships with people who are trying to do it themselves as well. Part of our job are things like rent collection, banking, expense tracking, all the things. So this is not something that's just nice to have. It's not a want, it's a need. And we are hoping that we give you some ideas for a new operational layer to help you scale past just that first or second door.
Yes, and the reason we're bringing this to you right now is timing of the year, and also because I have started using this new to me system. It's called Baselane, and if you follow us, you know that we are hosting a free investor meetup event next Thursday, July 23rd from noon to 1 p.m. Pacific time, online, and potentially also in person in a colleague's office in Bend. And we want to share this with all of our fellow DIY landlords. So, as Sarah said, we're both DIY landlords. And Baselane is really a great tool to help you self-manage when you have more than one door, or maybe just one door. But especially if you're using multiple strategies. It works for short-term rental, friends. It works for long-term rentals. It works for mid-term rentals. And maybe you're still doing all of your admin manually. Maybe you've got your QuickBooks subscription and your bank account over here, and you're doing tenant screening over here, and rent collection through some other platform. That's what I was doing. I had 4 different systems for all this stuff, and it is a pain in the you-know-what. And you're paying for all of these different subscriptions. So Baselane is free, like many things, where the basic, but I will say quite robust platform is free. And then, of course, there's always an upgrade option. And if you know us, you get the upgraded option for free, which is super awesome. And I'm already using it, so I can tell you from my own experience that it has changed my landlording life in just one small example. Now, instead of having 2 QuickBooks subscriptions, I only have to have 1, because my bookkeeper will work in base lane for my rentals. That saves me hundreds of dollars a year. So that's just one thing. So yeah, Sarah, take it away from here, because I could talk forever.
Yeah, for sure. I think what I just heard you say is like you may have multiple doors, Suzanne, but you've done this scaling thing where you keep managing yourself. And maybe there was a point in time where you could have been like, hey, I'm going to pass all of this off. But the people that we work with, I would say for the most part, are just getting started, maybe have 2, 3, 4 doors, and we do encourage people to start doing this stuff on their own. And in the past, I think our advice has been like, here's what's working here, and we've it's been trial on our own as well. We've done it in several different ways, and there are better ways. That's why we come on here and share these things with you, because we're in the simplifying version of our life, and we want you to get there as well, no matter whether you're like Suzanne and you're 10, 15, 20 doors in and you're still finding yourself doing it yourself and you just want something that's easier, or you're just getting started. It's a way to do it right from the beginning.
Yeah, it is. And this is the stuff that nobody really talks about, because it's like not the sexy part of investing. It's like the job part of investing. This is the non-passive aspect of being a landlord. What comes into your bank, ultimately, we hope is passive, but you're still working for it when you're DIY landlording. This is really just important to get your back-end operations dialed, get your house in order, and ideally synthesize and simplify everything into one system. And that's what I love, love, love about it. It also accommodates multiple properties, and it accommodates multiple entities. You can put different properties under different entities. You can have a different bank account for every single property if that's how you roll. You can have 6 bank accounts for every property if you want. Their default is to have 6. Your operating account, I'm not going to remember them all, but operating account, security deposit account, CapEx, maintenance, vacancy. There's one where I can't remember what it is. But yeah, you could have that many accounts per property if you want to, if that's how your brain works and your system and all of your entities are set up. So they can accommodate any investor structure, which I also love. It's really dynamic for however you might have your stuff set up.
Yeah. And so when you've got the system going and you've got all this organization, not only is it saving you time and money at the end of the year when you go to file taxes, but think about how organized your books and everything is going to be like any time in the year. You go any time in the year and you're like, hey, I'm ready to buy another property, or you're trying to take out a loan. Those are the 2 examples that I can think of, just how quick you can go in and see the state of any of your investments, or if you're just really looking at a higher level overview of all your properties and deciding, is this a property I want to sell? Is it making me money? Is it not? It gives you that granular point of view at any given time, and I think doesn't make bookkeeping as much of a chore.
It can actually be fun because you can see at one click how every property is doing. It can also, like you said, it can help you apply for a loan because you've got all your documents together. It can also help you sell your property, because so many times, like Sarah and I are selling investment properties, people are like, oh, send me the P&L. And your clients that have professional property management, it's usually not that hard to get. But like your DIY landlords are like, what's that? Can I just give you like a spreadsheet of my rents or whatever? So this just really helps you to have all your ducks in a row when you go to sell, so you can prove that it's been a good investment for you. It may be for somebody else or not. Yeah, I just want to give you the visual of what many landlords like myself have been doing. Bouncing between our bank accounts and our Venmo and our spreadsheets, and our CPA is like, what is all this? And I know this because I just went through this. The pain is real, and it gets even more real when you start to scale to more doors, when you start to scale outside of even the area where you live. So having all of these things in one system with people that you can actually call, like real humans that answer the phone and get on Zooms with you, and who built this system baseline for investors because they are investors. That's the other thing that I really love about it, is like they know the pain points that we all have, and they have integrated tools and functionality and automation to address those pain points and make them not painful anymore.
What is this doing? This is compacting a task that took us hours and hours of our lives into a simplified system. And what are we always preaching, you guys? Freeing up more time to do the things that we really want to do, right? And so here's just one more tool to help you take some of that admin work off, take some of the stress of all that paperwork and staring at a screen more. Yeah, to get out there and spend time with people you love and places that you love, right?
Yes. So if you come next week and join us, or if you catch the replay, here's what you will walk away with understanding better. Number one, how to keep your rental finances organized from day one or year 12, wherever you're at. You can start fresh and you can link your external bank accounts. It's great. You can see property level performance for each of your properties instead of just guessing that you're making money. You can automate bookkeeping and simplify tax time. And you can manage long-term, midterm, and short-term rentals all from one platform.
So the date on this meetup is not the third Thursday this month. It's actually the fourth Thursday this month. Suzanne, we're looking at.
It sure is. It is on July 23rd, Thursday, from noon to 1 Pacific. And we will be online as usual, and then also very likely having an in-person gathering, because we know those of you who know and love us in Bend, Oregon have been missing our in-person events, and we got a space.
Yeah. So if you go to meetup.com, you can find the Central Oregon Investor Network meetup information there. You can sign up for the meetup there and get the link to join and get on our mailing list for all the fun things. And yeah, if you don't meet up in person or online, we can watch the replay on our YouTube channel.
Yes, and I hope that you all are as excited about this as I am. I know that bookkeeping isn't sexy, but man, having clean books and a system that frees up your time and energy and feeling organized is just, it's so good. It's so good, you guys. And now is the time to do it. Do not wait until February of next year. Please. So thank you so much for joining us on the Real Deal podcast with Sarah and Suzanne. We will be back at it next time with all kinds of great juicy information for investors to create more passive income in your lives through real estate investments. We'll see you soon.
See you on the next one.